road for a while. We're just looking for a spot to pull up, park, camp, so we can start shed hunting. See what we can find. We're almost there. All right, me and Jake, we're gonna do a little shed hunting. We're just getting set up, getting the packs loaded. Got some sign right behind us on this little tree, some rubs there, a couple little trees right there, some tracks. So hopefully we can find something. Jake's got the dogs.
What's up, guys?
Gonna see what we can find.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully
Let's
something.
get it.
I don't know, I'm willing to pick up whatever. Chalks, broken stuff. Hopefully we find some. All right, just getting started. Just left Jake back there at where our little camp. So now we're gonna start hiking out, seeing what we can find. So if you look close, there's a rub right there. And then when I'm walking over here, we got some bedding, some poop, some elk scat. So just what we're looking for. Hopefully we can luck into some sheds over here and see what we got. Well, I finally found my first shed of the day. I've been hiking for a few hours. I was kind of walking between some draws and kind of circling, kind of looping back and forth, just long grids. And I seen some bones, which I don't know if they're cow bones or elk bones, but they kind of changed my direction. And I found a spine, pelvis, and I was trying to look around just to confirm if it was either a cow, a bull, or even just like a moo cow body. Sometimes you got to just check and make sure, but it totally changed up my direction because I was kind of gridding around in this big area where we're hoping bulls are at, and I look up to the hill and see a freaking nice shed. Oh man, let's take a look at it. So here's my look right there, shed hanging out right there. So let's go walk over and see what it is, but it looks like a freaking nice one. That thing keeps growing as I'm getting closer. Hopefully we can find the freaking match. This is like a perfect little bowl. There's even still a little bit of snow in here. Look at that. Been laying here a minute, but nice 6 point. Hard white from last year, maybe. Heck yeah. My first shed of the day. Hiking for a couple hours. Woo. Heck yeah. Still a little brown on this side too. Been laying here a year or two maybe. Whew. This is a good little shed. Nice. Nice little 6 point. That is such a good feeling when you freaking look up and see some tines. Heck yeah. Little burr action. Check that out. Nice 6 point. Love packing these bad boys. Gonna see what else we can find. Also gonna see if I can match this thing up in here. That would be awesome. Heck yeah. Still wandering around trying to find this other side, and I just found another little shed. Looks like a little spike shed or something in there. I'm gonna pop in there, grab that, and just keep looking around. This little spot seems pretty good. It's tucked up underneath and behind this little tree, but this looks like a real funky base. Look at that. Wow. Heck yeah. A little triple brow little thing going on here. Look at the base. Cupped out. That looks freaking cool. Never found one with like a little, what do they call those? Like a little devil tine there. That's awesome. So here's this little shed I just picked up. So I was thinking it was just a ordinary spike shed, but then when I picked it up, it's funny because this base is really heavy for a spike shed, but look at this thing. But look at all that. Then you got that one big spike. That's cool looking. Seriously, I've never seen a pedicle like that. Look at that thing. Crazy. Well, seems like a cool spot, so I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm just kind of circling in here and seeing if I can find anything else. Let's go.
What's up, guys? Quick little update. I haven't found anything yet. The sign's here. There's a lot of good sign, good bull sign. I know they were here 2 weeks ago, so I think it's just a matter of time, but nothing yet. Let's see how Dale's doing.
Pack this up, go up to this other side over here, start looking in there.
All right, it's about noon and I've got my first antler. Let's freaking go, dude. I think it's a brown, might be a hard white. All right. Hard white, maybe 2 years old. Oh yeah. We're on the freaking board, dude. That took forever. I'm not happy about that, but it's whatever. Let's get a pickup. Tiny little shed. Actually, that's a lot older than I thought. That might be like 3 years old. Whatever, I'll take it. Let's go.
Heck yeah. I was walking along and just saw this rub right here, so I was just looking around side to side, and when I look to my right, shed right there. I think that'll be my first brownie of the year too. Look at that. Heck yeah. Nice. Got some good character to it, and it is a fresh brownie. Heck yeah, I love me some brownies. Woo. Woo. Yeah, now this fresh brown. Still got the smell to it. Got some nice beam length here. Look at that. Definitely got some wide, some width to it. Busted here at the third, broken off here. Got a nice length to the back. That is what I'm talking about. Some ants on it. Heck yeah, look at that thing. That is what we are looking for, nice and heavy. Look at that. Good burr to it, big old fat burr. There we go. Look at that thing. Heck yeah. Third shot of the day. I'm gonna see if I can circle around and find this thing, because that'd be sweet to find the other side of this. See what we got on the other side and see how wide this thing would be. Looks like he'd be a pretty nice wide bull. Just gonna get this pack loaded up. Did a bunch of zigzags, didn't find anything, but get the pack loaded up and keep zigging around in here and see if I can find anything. I'm actually gonna use one of these too, just to keep all the things up top together. Look at that. Shed season, baby. Getting to put these things to use a little bit. Keep stuff nice and tight. Shout out to Dwayne and TJ. Doing cool things for shed hunters. But you want a nice tight pack. Gonna run this one around the top just to make sure it doesn't shift. go. Shed season, baby. There we go. Got her loaded up. Throw this on. See if we can find the other side. Still walk around and see what we can find. Load it up. Gonna keep circling around this whole area and see if I could find anything. Well, see if I can find the other side of that shed, hopefully, or anything else. Finally got Jake on the radio again, back at camp. Gonna pop back over there, meet back up with him, and then decide what we're gonna do from there. So hopefully get into some more sheds. I think he said he found one, so we'll see what he got and throw these off at the truck and get back to it. Right, finally made it back to camp. A couple sheds, getting them put up. Pete just made it. Jake, we're gonna pack up. We're actually gonna move a little bit further north, get a little closer to what we're looking for.
What's up, guys? So we're in our new spot. Pete kind of went back behind us. Dale's kind of working this field, and I'm going back into this pocket where Dale found that brown. See if I can maybe find his other side or find something else. But it's getting dark, so we gotta freaking hurry, man.
Been walking this afternoon for a very long time. I think I'm about almost 4 miles in, and I think I finally have a shed. Hopefully, hopefully. Right there. About to find out. Hopefully it's not a stick. It looks like a shed to me. Deer shed. Little tiny thing. Deer shed. Been trying to find the match from earlier. So I've been gridding a lot of stuff, but haven't found any other elk sheds today so far, except for the 3 I found earlier. But just came across this little 3-point mule deer shed, so that's better than nothing. Just walking stuff that I didn't cover earlier, and came on a little shed, so can't complain about that. It's always nice to have at least come away with something. Gonna end the night with that one probably. Boom. Pete found himself a raghorn shed. Actually, it's just busted off. It would have a main beam.
Right.
And a muley fork. Nice.
Not what we're after, but we'll take it.
Relocated to some higher country last night so we can do a little bit of different shed hunt and see what else we can get into. So seem to be striking out a little bit today, but just found this deadhead and I think I'm a little too late. Somebody already chopped it. Dang. It could have been something good, but never know. That's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm just working my way back towards the truck, and then I got to start working my way back home. May stop one other place. I don't know yet. We'll see. Just kind of left that spot we were just at on my way home. I'm going to stop at one more spot. This is a spot I picked up a shed in before. So just going to see if it produces. I have not been back in here in a few years, gosh, like 3 or 4 years. So see if it works out on the way home would be cool, but if not, oh well. Just another little pit stop, seeing if anything works out. Just walking along, following some more tracks. Boom, another shed right there. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Look at that thing. I was just thinking when I walked up to this grass, like, oh, it'd be a nice spot for an animal to either eat or bed in. Quick little pickup. This thing's been laying here a hot minute. Nice little funky sweep to it. There we go. Heck yeah. another one on the board. That one's got a nice funky little shape to it. Gonna see what else we can find, and hopefully there's more in here. All right, just put that little forky shed I just found in the pack. It's kind of nice after getting skunked for like 5-something miles earlier. Wasn't even too far from the truck to pop out, start walking an area that I haven't been into in a very long time, and start finding stuff right away. The good thing about this area is it's so flat for miles and miles and miles that you just have to walk it. So, and sometimes that weeds out a lot of people, which is awesome, because when you're willing to put in the work, it will take you places and help you find things.